What's something about friendships that took you forever to learn? I'll go first. If they're willing to talk shit to you, they're willing to talk shit about you. Don't be shocked when they do it. What's something about friendships that took you forever to learn?
Obviously, this doesn't apply to everyone, but be careful of the friends who always want to buy you something. The friends who suspiciously go out of their way to do anything for you. And it's in a way that's like, it's okay, I don't mind spending all this money to come see you. Oh no, let me pay for your meal. Here, I got you this really expensive gift. No, it's okay, you don't have to pay me back. Oh, it's okay, don't pay first, let me pay. You can pay me back later. Because these are the same people who you will fight with and they will bring everything up. They'll tell other people, oh, I bought her this and that, I even paid for her food and this is what she does to me. Yeah, I bought her like so many things that costed like $500. I paid for her food, like I paid for it just so she wouldn't starve. Ugh, and I even bought her this one expensive gift for her birthday. Girl, if it's not genuine, don't do anything for me. This is why I'm only friends with broke people. I'm kidding.
What's something about friendships that took you forever to learn?
That there are three different types of friendships, right? The first type of friendship is friendship by vicinity. That's like when you guys are friends because you're forced to be at a place every day, so you might as well be buddies. For example, school or work, right? The second one is surface level friendship, right? You meet somebody, you guys are cool with each other, you're always nice, you're always listening, cool stuff. But if you were to move, you might not have the friendship later. The third one, that's best friendship. When you got a best friend, you're disrespectful to each other. You guys insult each other almost all the fucking time, but it's always on like a best friend basis, right? You share everything with them, right? You guys barely have pictures, but the picture you do have, pretty awesome. Also, when you like pay for them and they're like, no, I don't want you to, you're like, shut up and take my money. It's that kind of friendship, right? It's a friendship where they're like, oh, am I gonna be at your wedding? And you're insulted. You're like, that's a given. Our kids are going to be best friends and our kids' will be best friends, and you'd never break that line of legacy. That's what kind of friendship that is for that.
What's something about friendships that took you forever to learn?
It's something I like to call the dump him lesson. All those friends whose boyfriends you hate and you tell them to dump him, it's not going to happen. She's going to dump him when she's ready or she's not. But the only thing it's doing is hurting your friendship, and it took me a very long time to learn.
What's something about friendships that took you forever to learn?
Not every friendship that ends out of nowhere meant it was a bad relationship in the first place. They were just beneficial in one part of your life and now they're moving on, kind of like a train. You know, it has destinations, it has to drop people off. Different friends for different things. I'm sorry, but if you don't feel like you can trust one friend completely with something that you're not ready to about yourself that has nothing to do with them, but then you don't have to. Don't feel compelled to. Doesn't mean they're not trustworthy. It's just you're not ready to let them in on that part of your life yet. And don't let them make you feel bad for if they find out or if you tell them and they're like, why didn't you tell me earlier? To me, one of the real tests of a friendship is if you bring up an issue to that friend, and even if they didn't see it was a big issue at all, even if they saw nothing wrong with it, if they really care about you, they will apologize. They will just fucking apologize. They will not make excuses. If you want to know more tips like this, the first and second episodes of my podcast are up in the link below. One last thing, if you're truly thinking if they were friends right now.
What's something about friendships that took you forever to learn?
Fake friends reach out to you when they need something. Real friends reach out to you when you need something.
What's something about friendships that took you forever to learn?
If you have to be doing something while you're with them, you're not actually best friends. Your closest, dearest friends will be able to come over and sit in your bed with you for hours while you both scroll on your phone and there's a movie playing in the background, but neither of you are really watching it. If you can enjoy somebody's company while doing absolutely nothing, that is somebody that you are going to have in your life for a very long time. People who always want to meet up to do a certain task, like going to the mall or going to the bar or going out to eat, they're basically buying a 2 or 3 hour increment with you and cashing that in as a friendship. You know who I'm talking about. We all have one of those friends. But if you can sit in a parking lot in a parked car for hours with your friends and not get sick of them, you've struck gold.
What's something about friendships that took you forever to learn?
There's two types of friends, okay? Low maintenance and high maintenance. But the biggest thing is to know whether you're a low or high maintenance friend, because there's a lot of high maintenance friends that don't know that they're high maintenance, and then they're sitting here wondering why they feel so unimportant in somebody's life when they don't talk to them on a daily basis. Which is why finding compatible friendships are so important, because I know I'm a low maintenance friend, and having a high maintenance friendship drains me dry.
What's something about friendships that took you forever to learn? I'll go first. If they're
We don't need to talk every day. I think that's what I learned. I thought like best friends, like we talk every day, we need to be in each other's life 24/7. But friendship is not about quantity. I think it's about the quality, and realizing like the ones that last are the ones that can adapt throughout life's changes. Like they're going to get married. They're going to have kids. Like you're not going to be their number one. You know what I mean? And I think I had to realize that, like, I love you, and it's okay that you have your own life and I have mine, and we just fill each other in on what's going on.
What's something about friendships that took you forever to learn?
Yeah, you can't force anyone to care about themselves. As in, no amount of empathy or advice could ever really make anyone see the world differently. And if you are feeling like you're always in the position of like needing to help someone else or take care of someone else or even like worry about someone else, it's time to reevaluate what's going on.
What's something about friendships that took you forever to learn?
Every friend doesn't need to serve every purpose. I have some friendships where all we do is have lunch once in a while, we get drinks once in a while, we hang out, and we catch up on the big moments. I love those friends to death. I have other friends that I talk to every single day. They know everything that I'm doing. They care deeply about me, and I care deeply about them. There's some friends that all we mainly talk about is our career and our jobs, and we catch up on the big moments, but that's it. When I was younger, I always wanted this like one girl best friend, and that we had everything in common. We shared the same taste in music and style, and we could just be the same person. But as I grew older and became more secure in who I am as a person, I didn't feel like I needed a friend that was just like me, that made me feel secure. I think the best friends are the people that are different than you, that you get to experience things with.
What's something about friendships that took you forever to learn? I'll go first. If they're
Beware of a friend who loves to comfort you when you're down, but cannot stand to celebrate with you when you win.
What's something about friendships that took you forever to learn?
Just because you knew a motherfucker for a long time do not mean y'all need to be friends for the rest of y'all life. And a lot of motherfuckers tend to trust people who they known for a long time rather than somebody who they met like recently or some shit. And a motherfucker you just met 3 months ago may be realer than the motherfucker you knew your whole motherfucking life.
What's something about friendships that took you forever to learn?
Accept them for what you know they are. I have some friends that are flaky. I have some friends that are busy a lot, and I have some friends that just don't answer. And when I ask them questions or I ask them to do something, the flaky friend, I expect them to flake, and so I don't get mad when they do. My friend that's always busy, and I ask her what she's doing, I expect her to always be busy, and I don't get upset. My friend that doesn't answer me all the time, I expect her not to answer, and I don't get upset. You have to stop expecting the same thing you give from other people who aren't going to give it to you. And if you want to be friends with them, make the choice to know that that's just the way they are, and you don't need to be mad at them for it. Half the time they do it without even realizing.
What's something about friendships that took you forever to learn?
I got a whole list. Birds of a feather flock together. You can literally tell a lot about a person based off of who their friends are. Next thing I learned, just like seasons, people change. Some people were only meant to be in your life for a season. Lastly, certain friends are for certain things. If you know, you know.